Stanford caved to student activism and will be providing a scribe for incoming freshman Antonio Milane. Hi, I'm Benjamin with the Stanford Daily. I'll tell you everything you need to know. Plus, what will the CDC's new vaccine guidelines mean for students? After nearly 2 weeks of public pressure, Stanford now says they're going to support a request for a scribe from incoming freshman Antonio Milane. Antonio was initially told the scribe was a, quote, personal service and they'd have to pay for it himself. Now they say they're committed to, quote, supporting his request for a scribe for out-of-classroom needs. Stanford also says they're going to form a task force to evaluate disability access in the future. So, what made them change their mind? Well, it seems like the public campaign was pretty effective. Antonio's Instagram video garnered almost 200,000 views, and undergraduate senators passed a resolution in his support. Here's what else you need to know this week. The CDC just adjusted their COVID social distancing guidelines for people who've been vaccinated. Now, they're saying that anyone who's had their shots can hang out without social distancing or a mask. Wow, what a throwback to 2019. But for now, Stanford is staying cautious. They told the Daily that the university will wait for state guidance before making any changes to their current restrictions. So stay tuned. We'll be sure to let you know if that happens. And are you looking for some COVID-themed classes to take during your time at Stanford? Well, we've got a list for you. Think 61, Living with Viruses, explores the path that coronavirus has taken as it's ravaged its way across the whole world. Bio 19S offers a more scientific approach to COVID, looking at the actual effects the virus has on the body. And finally, there's PEDS 220, COVID-19 elective, which educates students about the medical and social implications of the virus. Students will research their own COVID-related projects to tackle whatever themes interest them the most.
Hi, it's Sophia with This Week's Sports. Women's basketball continues a dominant season as they win the Pac-12 championship and earn a spot in the NCAA tournament. UCLA, one of only 2 teams to beat the Cardinal this season, was thoroughly overwhelmed as multiple Stanford players scored season highs in points en route to a 75-55 victory. Stanford is projected to earn one of the top seeds in the NCAA tournament, so keep a lookout for the official bracket, which comes out on March 14th. Led by AJ Rossman and Larson Weigel, men's water polo just won its 3rd straight Mountain Pacific Sports Federation Conference title. The number 3 ranked Cardinal defeated the number 1 ranked California Golden Bears in a close 9-8 match after falling behind early. Next up for the Cardinals, the NCAA tournament. Starting March 18th, the team will look to defend its 2019 title. And for the 2nd straight year, men's basketball loses in the first round of the Pac-12 tournament to California. The return of senior Oscar Da Silva after a 3-game absence was not enough to carry the Cardinal to victory in what is likely Da Silva's final game in a Stanford uniform. The loss guarantees that the Cardinal will not make the NCAA tournament and will likely not be selected for the NIT tournament either, ending a tumultuous and ultimately dissatisfying season.
Hey guys, it's Grace with Arts and Life. Need some new music to float your way through the rest of the pandemic? Constantino Gallus, a Stanford class of 2024 musician who goes by the name Shrinking Violet, just put out an album, Changing Too Quickly, on March 4th. Alongside discussing quarantine in his work, he also delves into themes like fear of the future, anger towards the government, and uncertain relationships in the context of the world today. Gallus said that he strived to, quote, express specific messages and atmospheres through his work. But he reminds himself that he's only at the beginning of his career and there is, quote, no rush to create anything perfect anytime soon. Check out Shrinking Violet and Changing Too Quickly on Spotify, Apple Music, or wherever you get your tunes. That's all from us this week, guys. We'll see you here this time next week for the next video roundup.